Henry Cavill, The Witcher Series 2, congratulations on it. I got on board with the first series, really enjoyed it. I've seen a few episodes of this one. I think fans are in for a treat. But my mate Josh is the biggest Witcher fan I know. He loves the books, he loves the games, he loves the series. And I asked him what attracted him to the whole thing, and he said it's because it's fantasy that doesn't smooth off the sharp edges for kind of younger audiences.
Yeah.
It's adult more than anything.
Absolutely.
So I wanted to know, what was it about this world and these characters that attracted you in the first place? What makes you interested in The Witcher?
Okay, well, my first exposure to The Witcher was the games, were the games, rather. And the world building they did there was extraordinary. Beautiful, fun to be a part of, exciting, and fueled the imagination. However, once I got into the books, I realised how complex and nuanced this whole world was, and these characters. The grey morality of it all, I think, is the best way of describing it. We have a hero character in Geralt who is the representation of good, as such. But he also murders people, and quite violently, and doesn't have a problem with that either. He more so has a problem with how people treat him afterwards. And then he also doesn't have a problem with that because he's like, yeah, water for duck's back, that happens to me all the time. And you see this world which it's not too tropey. It's not just the good guys versus the great evil, which is also fantastic. But it's these three-dimensional, nuanced characters. And for me, that's extraordinary because you may love a character at one stage and they do something you hate and you're like, what are you doing? And that feels like real life. That makes you emotional. And that's why I love the book so much.
It's not the first fantasy series that's already been made popular by books or graphic novels that's made the journey into film and television. But many others do falter along the way for various different reasons. What made you so confident that this would resonate with audiences? And have you all been surprised by how popular the first series became?
I can't speak for everyone, but what I can say is I knew there was an inbuilt fan base for this, and that was going to carry us a long way. I am a huge fan of the source material, and I know if it's represented properly, of course people are going to love it because it's brilliant writing.
One of the biggest questions of the first series and the books, I believe, is what Geralt wished for to save himself and Yennefer from the Djinn. And I don't think it's been explained in the books. And I wanted to know, for the sake of fans of the source material out there and the first series, is this something we're going to find out in this series? And if not, have you thought about it yourself, and what do you think it was?
It's not something we find out, and I hope we don't find out about it, because the whole point of it is supposed to be ambiguous. However, in the books, there is, I think it's a priest or something afterwards, or during the whole event, who says the only way you can do it is something like this. And I believe it's something like that. It would be something along the lines of a trick wish, which would involve the death of the genie ultimately, or break the rules which the genie has to maintain, and is not necessarily self-centered. It could have a component of it for Geralt, which would be like, well, to be fair, it's not like this is going to be terrible, but I don't think it's a self-centered thing that he has done. He has done it to save someone's life, and it's the only option he had. And that is a situation that Geralt gets put in often. And that's what's so beautiful about the writing, is that he's put in these terrible situations and people think, oh, I can't believe he did that. But yeah, what else were you going to do? And that's what I believe Geralt has done here. And it's beautiful in that way. Specifically, I'd rather not say.
I like how much thought you've already put into that. You can tell that you've been such a fan of this material in the first place, that you're right there with the fans, and I'm sure that the fans of the show and the series are really going to enjoy Series 2. Congratulations on it, mate, and I'm looking forward to Series 3, I guess.
Thank you very much. Yeah.